on the Mustangs Sports Network from Learfield. You're listening to Mustangs Mic'd Up, presented by the SMU Cox School of Business, featuring an in-depth look at all things SMU athletics. It's everything you need to get your Mustang fix, from the court to the gridiron. Here are your hosts, Rich Phillips and Alex Glover.
And good evening. Welcome to another week of Mustangs Mic'd Up here at Ozona Grill and Bar and on the SMU Mustangs Facebook page. I am Rich Phillips. Alex Glover back with us here this week, and we are talking football once again, which I think a few of y'all knew that was going to happen here tonight, as we have a great crowd at Ozona here tonight. And let's welcome up our first guest. It's Mustangs linebacker Brandon Miyazano. How are you? Tell everybody hi.
I'm good.
Pull that a little closer for me
there.
there.
I'm good.
You guys coming off your largest margin of victory Saturday, 45-13 at Boston College. You're now 7-3 in the league, overall 5-1 in the ACC. You guys got to feel great. You put yourself again right back in the championship hunt like you have been the last 2 years, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have.
I mean, what kind of focus has it taken to get it done like this and put yourselves in this November position once again?
I feel like as a team, we've grown a lot since the beginning of the year, and a big word that was around us at the beginning of the year was potential. And I feel like now we know our identity as a team, especially as a defense, and just it's big to be playing meaningful ball in November, and we just got to win out.
Not only has the team had a lot of success, you've also had a lot of success and also had a bigger role than what you had in last season. Can you talk about what was the biggest transition from last season and where you saw yourself grow the most?
As a player overall, I just remember coming in freshman year, really playing offense, and I played defense, but I played offense most of my career, and then coming over to defense and being with Coach Crum, and just every year we just had that talk at the end of spring or in a camp, or just being progressively better and just getting forward. And obviously there's going to be up and downs, but you just want to be steadily going up. And I just feel like my game overall is it's still not there yet to where I want it to be, but it's gotten a lot better.
This defense this year has been so opportunistic. 4 more takeaways last week. At least one in every game, multiple takeaways in all but 2 games this year, and you lead the nation in takeaways as a defense. What's been the secret to that, the secret sauce for that happening this year?
Making the ball important. I think if you I can't blank on the word right now, but if you prioritize the ball and just focus on getting after the ball, every morning we run out there, we do our takeaway drill is the first drill we do whenever we go on the field. So I think that just you think about the ball, you're going to go get it.
And what do you think makes this defensive group so special?
Just our bond with each other and just how much we trust each other. We know if I'm taking on a guard and I have to spill it, I know Zay's going to be right there to go make the play. So just being able to trust each other out there.
In a game like you guys had Saturday, where Coach gets to basically empty the bench in the fourth quarter, you guys got to love to see that, because I see what you guys do on Fridays of home games. Y'all root for these guys because they work hard, just as hard as you guys do.
100%. I'll shout out one of our long snappers, Cam McCullough. He was running scout team for us Boston College week, and he was out there giving looks. He was running his routes hard, and we appreciate that 100%. And also Lance Beagley. Lance Beagley does a great job.
All right, it's time for the Mustang Minute.
Oh, what's up?
Just quick hit questions. It's not too hard.
Okay.
Nothing to stress about. Do you have any pregame superstition?
Yeah, I guess my only superstition that I've continued on throughout my career would be if I see the stadium, I'll put on just a playlist that I've had since high school, just always that first song, and once I see the stadium, I just know that playlist is on where it's mode.
What's on that playlist?
Just a bunch of hype songs. I think the first one is I think it's "Shooters" by Tory Lanez. I saw it on a highlight mix one time, and I just put it on there. I was like, "Yep, this will get me going."
And I did see a picture on your Instagram of you warming up barefoot. Was this just a one-time thing, or is this a all-the-time thing?
Only on grass fields.
Okay. No turf.
No turf. Just grounding, getting good energy.
Got it.
Cold days, wet days?
Doesn't matter as long as it's grass.
All right.
If you weren't playing football, which sport would you play?
Ooh. I wouldn't say professionally, like at all, but I would definitely tear up like a 40-year-old rec league basketball. Like,
Okay.
That's the goal.
Specifically an older rec league.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not fair.
Who's winning a 40-yard dash between the linebackers?
I'm taking that.
Okay. And one word to describe this season's energy.
This season's energy, just I don't know. A good word would be just chaotic in a good way. Like, I'm blanking on the word, but everyone kind of just feeds off everyone's energy.
Okay.
So like if I see Kevin, I remember this one morning. We're just thinking about energy, but Kevin Allen, he's like, if I give you this and we just go back to each other, it's like it's time to do it. Like, let's go practice today. And I'll look at him like before tempo or before something. I'm like, hey Kev, like, let's go. And he'll get back to me, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
So you know it's set by then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another guy that did get to play, not just in the empty the bench part of the game last week, but he hadn't played a lot, but Tyron Polley had to come off the bench when Isaiah Wachovia got dinged up. Now, you played with a much bigger club on your hand last year than he has, right? He did have a cast on.
Yeah.
But with his cast, you had to be impressed with 7 or 8 tackles and an interception that he came up with. That has to be huge to see those guys respond in those situations for you.
I'm impressed, yes, 100%, but expected from him, yes. Like, I knew from the spring when he got here, there's I don't know what it was, but he made a play on the ball, or he just broke after the quarterback threw it, and I was like, oh, he's going to be good. And it sucks that he had a hurt hand throughout the beginning of the year, but now that he's on, I'm expecting that every week.
A lot of highlight moments when you're looking back at everything that y'all have done this far in the season. What's a game or moment that stands out to you personally that you can think upon?
Any 4th and 1 stop.
It's only been like 7 of them this year, right?
That's a lot.
And a couple of 4th and 2s on top of it.
Yeah, any 4th down stop where you get the ball back to the offense.
You had a great group in front of you the last couple of years. We talked about this on the radio pregame last week. Ahmad Walker and Kobe Wilson, plus Alexander Kilgore, too, who's been here with you. But especially vets like Ahmad and Kobe. What'd you learn from those guys that's gotten you where you are now?
Oh, a ton. I would even say, on the field, how to play linebacker, how to do certain techniques, but mentally wise, Kobe helped me out a lot. There were times in the past where I was struggling, dang, linebacker's hard, college linebacker's hard. And Kobe would just be like, hey, you gotta stick through it, and just being a positive leader you can look towards. And I feel like if I can do that toward a lot of younger guys, and it'll help them out, and if they're feeling the same way that I was.
Who are those people who have a presence in your game right now who are helping you out mentally, physically, as you continue to grow your game?
Coaches, the whole linebacker group, we feed off each other. There's it was at the hotel last week, and me and Booker were doing our little test, and we're talking about how we're supposed to get it, when the tackle comes up, what move we're gonna do. And I was like, Book, you're the dude that's just gonna dip, rip, be all bendy. I don't know if I have all that bend to me right now, but I'm we're just talking about each other's moves and how we can implement it. And me and Kilgore, we do that a lot. If it's in practice, good me and Kilgore we have a great relationship. We are very sarcastic with each other, and it's awesome. I love it. But even if it's the littlest, oh, that was excellent, man. Keep doing you. It's just it just feeds off each other. Oh, that was good. The other day we were in a walkthrough. The simplest thing, the receiver ran just our technique. 3 goes away, one's coming in, he saw 3 go in, he just broke in. And I was like, wow, like if I could pick that up, I could go get a pick. Well, like if the quarterback doesn't see me, I go get a pick like that. And just learning stuff from him.
All the position groups hang out with each other. What are linebacker hangs like?
Hitting our head on the wall. No, just hanging out. Like I remember if it was fall camp or just before camp, like I had all the guys over like in my apartment. Like we did just in the pool, did a little grill out, made burgers, just hung out. We were just normal guys talking ball and just hanging out.
Are you good on the grill?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. I support that. How critical is this week off? You guys were, especially by the end of Saturday's game, pretty banged up out there. How critical is this week for you?
Oh, yeah. It's very much needed. I think as a whole team, we need a little reset. Just not take our mind off the game, but kind of take a step back and be like, okay, we don't have to be all the way on edge this week, and just kind of reset our minds.
What kind of things do you do personally to reset?
I mean, honestly, I'd go home, like sit there, play with my cat, just chill. Like I don't like when it's football time, 100%. And then when it's not, not that I'm not like thinking about it in the back of my mind, but just
for sure
take a step back,
right,
and just not be in the football mode.
Mm-hmm.
As we said off the top, just like the last 2 years, you guys get here to November and everything's out there in front of you. How much have y'all kind of drawn off what you've done the last 2 years to keep focused on what's ahead of you here in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I actually kind of thought about that when I was driving up here. Like, I remember Coach Lashlee said it at the beginning of the year, but like my class and all the guys that came in with me, like since we've been here, we've done nothing but win, and that's the expectation for us, and that's the expectation for me every time I walk into the building. Like, we expect to win every Saturday.
29 wins here in less than 3 seasons. How about that? That's a lot of winning, isn't it? Awesome. Well, Brandon, it's been awesome to watch your development this year. I look forward to some more splash plays from you, too, because we get a lot of those. Thanks a lot for joining us here tonight. Brandon Miyazano.
Thank you.
This is Mustangs Mic'd Up, and we are brought to you in part by Rebel XP. Simplify your tailgate planning and upgrade your game day at the biggest SMU games this season. One left. Full-service tailgates are selling fast. Contact Rebel XP at 214-935-1683 or visit rebelxp.com for more information. Head coach Rhett Lashlee joins us next here on Mustangs Mic'd Up. Welcome back here to Mustangs Mic'd Up at Ozona Grill and Bar. We're brought to you by the SMU Cox School of Business. They offer top-ranked MBA programs designed for every stage of your career. Whether you're just starting out or ready to move to the C-suite, find your fit in one of our flexible part-time in-person or online programs. Now accepting applications for spring 2026 entry. Apply at smu.edu/Cox/Mustangs. And we are here at Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. They have the best patio in town and happy hours from 4 to 7 every Sunday through Friday. Enjoy $off bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar. Find your comfort zone. Let's welcome in the head coach of the Mustangs, Rhett Lashlee. How are you?
I am good. Not for as many physical reasons, but I'm thankful for a week to kind of recharge and try to get some other things done and then get ready to finish the season. And I didn't know. I mean, even our guys have been here a long time. You always learn something. I didn't know Brandon was a cat guy. So
neither did I. I've talked to him 2 weeks in a row, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, I still like him, but I have a different view now. So
I'm a dog guy.
I am too.
They're small.
I'm allergic to cats.
They're
so
small, but dogs.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Well, 45-13 at Boston College on Saturday. How about a season best 574 yards of offense? Really clicking, obviously, for Kevin and the guys on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, when we didn't go backwards with penalties, yes.
But they still made up for those for the most part.
Yeah, I didn't know till later, so we scored a touchdown on 1st and 20 and 2nd and 31. That's a first for me. And we had a 1st and 45 at one time. That's a first too. But the funny thing is, you rarely get a chance to see what a defense's tendency is on 2nd and 30.
Yeah.
okay?
You didn't scout that, huh?
The first time we got to 1st and 45, we got to 2nd and 30, and they played a 2-safety look. So the second time we got to 2nd and 31, we called Hibner down the middle because we expected him to be in a 2-safety look. So there was a little silver lining there.
I have seen 3rd and 45, and you know what we did?
No.
Threw a high ball to Cortland Sutton, 46-yard touchdown.
So there you go.
Throw it to the All-American.
That made sense.
It does make sense. That did. So.
Yep.
When you look at players like T.J. Hart and Isaiah Smith, who earned that ACC recognition this week, what was that moment like for them and then for also you and your staff?
Yeah, it's always good for those guys to get recognized for their hard work. I mean, you know, T.J. I thought ran like he did the first couple games in the year. He's feeling a little healthier. He ran downhill, and our line did a nice job. And so it was good to get the run game going. And then you see what Isaiah Smith had done. You know, I mean, the guy's been here 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen him go on some sprees like that with sacks. Now he's 1.5 away from the school record.
Yeah.
You know, it's always good for those guys to get recognized, but I think they're all pretty much more happy about the win.
Ahmad Moses also getting recognized. 2 fumble recoveries. Nobody pounces on a football free faster, I think, than Ahmad did, especially the second one, I believe it was. I couldn't believe he got there. He also had, of course, the 2 picks the week before.
Yeah.
He is now a semifinalist for the Walter Camp Player of the Year award.
Big
How
deal.
about that?
That's a big deal.
That's huge.
Well, he plays like there's 4 of him on the field at all times. So, that second fumble, they fumbled the snap, and he was on it before the quarterback could get on it. It's hard to do when you play safety.
It is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought surely I had the wrong player when I said that.
I think Coach had him on a safety blitz, that helped. But still, he got there.
He is tied for 1st in the nation in total interceptions with 5, and for 4th in fumbles recovered. Those are splash plays. We talk about a lot of the big plays, the explosives on offense. Those are the defensive explosives right there.
Game-changing plays, sacks, turnovers. Game-changing plays, you know, and right now we're leading the country in turnovers. Club Takeaway's been open quite a bit.
Yes. Derek McFall had one of the best carry to touchdown ratios I think I've ever seen. 5 carries, 3 touchdowns. I think the play caller needs to give him the ball more often, doesn't he?
I agree. I've already recommended that, no, he was great. I mean. You know, the first one was a short one, which is not normal for him, right? But the last one was good, obviously getting him on the edge. And I think, you know, we got really thin with Chris not being able to play again, with, you know, the situation with Chunky coming along. And then we lost Shoddy on the hard hit down the sideline. So we went into the game with 3 running backs, and we played most of the game with 2. And Derek's been playing in kind of both the receiver and the running back world. But just like Roderick Daniels did the last few years, there was times we needed him, and he popped right in and made a lot of plays for us.
And then a big day for Ymir Knight, 7 catches, 162 yards and a touchdown. He has really developed into, I think, that consistent guy you were looking for in the slot.
Yeah, he really has. And, you know, you just he's explosive. He's great with the football in his hands, as you can tell. He's hard to tackle. That's why he's a great punt returner. But, you know, it was good to get him loose. And in the last few weeks, he's really come on and made some plays. He's always had that ability. And I think just guys starting to settle into how this unit, you know, everybody's roles has been really good. And but he's a weapon because, you know, you put him in the slot. He's usually matched up on a safety, a nickel, a linebacker, and it's a good matchup for us.
And then you have Tyron Polley, who came off the bench, cast on his hand, had a huge game. What can you tell us about the immediate impact that he had?
Well, it was really immediate because we lost Isaiah Wacobia in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to go in and play the way he did, have almost 10 tackles and have the interception, you know, he had been having a really good fall camp. Like, we felt like going in the season, he was a kid we thought would come in here and play a lot early as a freshman. And sure enough, he was going to. And but you know, he got hurt and missed 6-7 games, whatever it was. But for him and Sael Reyes, the 2 freshmen, you know, Isaiah goes out, they both come in, they both get interceptions. So, again, that's a good sign that what was happening early in the season, early in fall camp, a lot of these freshmen have been able to hang in there. A lot of times guys hit a freshman wall, and they haven't. And so, you know, we think you'll see probably in the last 3 weeks more guys step up. But it also is a great sign of the future with this class and what they're going to be able to do moving forward.
And finally, right near the end, we got to see it. Stone Eby, not only kicking an extra point, but for maybe the first time in almost 40 years, I saw a guy kick barefoot.
Well, why not? I mean,
why?
well, he's not here. We learned last week that if you're on a deserted island, that's the guy you want.
True.
Because he can kick with his shoe off. So, that's how he kicks. And, he hit one from 50 in warm-ups.
Really?
I didn't see it. That's what they told me. And but in practice, for the last month or so, he's been our backup kicker. And, I'm telling you, if the ball's on the 20 and in, I feel pretty good. And we'd actually got the ball back, and I told the staff, I said, hey, if we get in field goal range, we're going to let Stone kick a field goal. And then we scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Derek took it to the house, so they ran him out there and let him kick an extra point, and that's pretty cool.
Did he kick in high school?
I haven't even asked him, to be honest with you. I'm assuming he did.
How did you find out that he could be your backup?
Last year in practice, I don't remember what we were doing one day. We were kind of goofing around, and he started kicking, and he was like just booting it through. I think we might have had a kickoff with like linemen and tight ends and stuff. I don't remember. And like, wow, he can kick. And so then it kind of came like we let him kick a lot last year, just half for fun, half because he could. And then sure enough, we get to this year, we needed him. So we at least knew that, and he stepped right in. I'm telling you, he's pretty good.
It's time for the Mustang Minute.
Oh, gosh.
You've had a lot of practice with this lately, but what is the best way to celebrate a big win?
Oh, well, aside from celebrating the locker room, breaking the rock, and taking a big exhale, I honestly get something great to eat.
Okay.
I am so hungry. Because typically we eat 3.5 hours before the game. So we eat the pregame meal, and, I'll eat. I'm not one of those weirdos who doesn't eat like some of our players, but you don't eat much.
Right.
So then you got 3 hours before it kicks. Those things last at least 4 hours.
Boy, do they.
And then there's post-game media and all the other to celebrate, and it's usually you're looking at 8 or 9 hours, and you've probably stressed some energy out there a little bit. So I don't just eating something.
Do you ever have anything on the sidelines during the game?
I don't. No, just water.
Okay.
No. Probably need to. I get kind of hangry.
What's one play call you'll never forget from this year?
From this year? Ahmad's interception against Miami.
Okay. That was a great call.
And his call when we won on TJ's touchdown. That's his call, yeah.
You got it.
Who's your pick to win a 7-on-7 between offense and defensive coaches?
Oh.
Well, offense, because we have Derek King.
That was an easy one.
Good point. He's the youngest guy out there, right?
Yeah, Derek King's going to give the off. Now, Maurice Crum, he's not as young as he used to be, but he's in good shape. It depends, and if you're letting all the younger coaches go, that could get pretty good. We got some pretty good DBs, but I think the offense has the quarterback. You kind of got to go with the quarterback.
He can spin it too.
Would you say it would be a competitive game?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. We might run out of players. They'd probably get injured faster than our team has this year.
Two-hand touch, okay?
Yeah. Well, they'll pull muscles and all the other things.
True.
Go-to off-day activity.
Go-to off-day activity. I don't have many off days, so I don't.
No off days.
I guess I just hang out with my family. Sorry, it's boring.
That's the best thing to do. And if you could describe this season in one word, what would you say it was?
Well, it's not over yet, so I can't say what it was. So it's in process. It's not over yet. We're not finished.
Got at least 2 more here. 3 more here.
Got at least 3 more. We'd like more than that.
We definitely would.
Yeah.
Hey, last week we talked so much about the big Miami win, obviously, and with good reason. We didn't even touch on the other big news that came out that same day. Your 2-year contract extension to keep you here. And we know it's more than just you. It's program-wide. Tell us about just what it means to you, to your family, and to this program, too.
Well, this is where we want to be, and so it means a lot to us to be wanted. You can't control the stuff that gets said out there, so into September, early October, all stuff starts being said, and that's a compliment to our staff, to our team, to our players, to everybody in our organization when that stuff happens. But our administration made it very clear, like this, we want you and your staff, and we want y'all to continue what you're building, which is what we want to do. And that really was never in doubt. I mean, that internally, that was always, we were always on the same page, and there was never any, you can't come out and speak to it that much because you just can't, no telling what's going to get made of it. But there was never any question in our mind. We wanted to be here. We were thankful that we were wanted, and so we really were focused on what we were doing, trying to win. And so I'm just grateful to our administration that they want us to be here. And to your point, it's about our entire staff. And we have so many people, I think when I got here we had 23 full-time people. Now we're around 50. That's just full-time. And we have so many other, GAs and student volunteers and other people. I mean, there's just so many people that pour into our program. That's just in the building, and not to mention everyone else. And so to get an opportunity to make things better for that group is what was most important. But we believe in the vision and what we're trying to build. We got a lot of work to do. We're not anywhere near where we want to be. It's always weird when that stuff happens in the middle of the season. But thankful that we're wanted, and we can keep working and moving forward.
And this is now 6 of the last 8 seasons you've coached here at SMU, starting with when you were offensive coordinator in 2018.
Yeah.
I want to know, what did you know of SMU before 2018?
More than you'd think, because I grew up in a Southwest Conference school state, right?
But they weren't in the Southwest Conference.
I remember listening to Ramon Flanagan's name on the radio. You know what I mean?
Right near the end, yeah.
And so
he only played like 8 years here,
I don't remember all 8 of them. I remember one of my early football memories was when Arkansas left the Southwest Conference, and so, I knew of it. I mean, I went to SMU games when they would come to Fayetteville, right? And so I knew plenty. I knew Dallas. I mean, if you're from Arkansas, Dallas is like the closest, coolest thing.
Right.
And so, you'd come to Dallas going to Dallas was like going to New York if you're from Arkansas, And so I knew more than you would think. And then, honestly, I knew Chad Morris, so I knew he was here for a few years, and I would hear things here or there from him about it. And so I knew more than you would think. But didn't know near as much until I got here. But
sure.
You brought up the fact that it's true. My wife and I were talking about this. I mean, our boys are 9th graders. They're 15. They want to graduate here. Our girls are 9-year-olds back there. We do whatever they tell us to do. But our boys are 15. And in what we do, they've lived in 10 homes in 15 years.
Ugh.
Okay? And that's just kind of part. And a lot of it was when they were younger. And so they remember some of it, they don't. But to our kiddos, you're right, 6 of the last 8 years, they were 3rd graders when we came here the last time. So if they graduate here, from 3rd grade through graduation, they're going to spend every year but 2 here.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare in what we do. And then our girls over there, I mean, other than by the time they got here, they were like 2, 3. So
they don't remember it.
This is most of their – and so – we had to move a lot early on in this process of what we do, but it actually is settling in to where, that you think about that as a dad for your family, and kids and the family sacrifice a lot when you're in a business like ours where you're half-time independent contractor and you sometimes get moved around whether you want to or not. And so that part's been really neat.
Coach, got to empty out the bench a little bit in last weekend's game. How special was that for the players and then also you to be able to see those guys step up, and for those who really haven't gotten to contribute on the field as much as some of the others?
It's great, and we haven't had as many of those. I mean, we've had a lot of tight games. I mean, you see Abel's moms are back there, and he's a true freshman, and he was able to get in and pancake a few guys there late in the game. And but, it's great for all the freshmen to get to play more. That's how you develop. That's how you get that exposure, because it's going to be like that, and they're going to be in the big moments, and every snap matters. It's great for guys like Charlie Pfizer and Xavier Wright, and I could go on and on and on, guys that they practice every week knowing they're probably not going to play, but their role is to get our team ready to play.
Right.
And then so for them to have the opportunity to go out and play, that's always special.
Yeah, Charlie throws more passes in practice every week than anybody else, doesn't he? Because he's the only guy repping for scout team.
Probably, because a lot of times your freshman quarterback goes and does that, with our freshman being our backup.
Right.
Charlie's kind of gone over there, and so he does all the offensive parts of practice leading up to the team portions. Then he goes and he tortures our defense so they look good on Saturday.
And he went to that Pulaski Academy. Is that the one where they still – not punting and onside kicking and everything?
That was my school's rival. So
right.
I know.
I'm just wondering, were they still doing that when he was there too?
Well, they were definitely doing that when he was there. They started doing that, believe it or not, Kevin Kelly was their coach.
Right.
And my junior year of high school, we went and played. They're in Little Rock. We're in Northwest. We went and played them there.
Shiloh Christian,
I was
right?
in Shiloh. We went and played them. It was Kevin's first year. He had been the OC, and we may or may not have opened the game with an onside kick. Got it. Scored.
Which is what they do, right?
Scored. We're up 7-0. Kicked another one. Got it.
Ooh.
Scored. It was 14-0 before they ever touched the ball. And we didn't punt much that day. We got after him pretty good. And in the next year, Kevin only kicked onsides and never punted. So that's
Maybe
how
you
long
do.
it's been
Okay.
that they've been doing that. Yeah, but no, it's a great school, and he threw for, I don't know, maybe 10,000 yards.
Billion
there.
yards, yeah, a lot.
Next Saturday, hosting Louisville. You beat them last year on the road when they were top 25. Did that get the ball rolling for what you expected this year?
I think that got the ball rolling last year for sure. I mean, we beat TCU and Florida State at home. That was good. We kind of got some momentum. We won our first conference game, but then we had to go on the road against the top 25 team, and that's a tough place to play. In Louisville, I mean, really ever since Coach Brom's been there, they've been, you've got the people talk about Clemson, Miami, Florida State, Louisville. I mean, the year before, matter of fact, we opened the league with Florida State and Louisville. They were the two teams that played in the championship game the year before, right? Welcome to the league. And so to go on the road in a good environment and to do what we did, that catapulted last year's team. It gave that team, I think after that game's when our guys knew, like, wait a minute, we belong. We can play with anybody here. And obviously it gave us a lot of confidence. And you have those moments each year where that year's team kind of figures out, like, wait, we are good enough. You know what I mean? You kind of got to go prove it to yourself to some degree. That was that for last year. Obviously, I think they're even better this year. And, man, they're explosive on offense. They're playing really good defense, and it's going to be a real challenge.
Yeah, when people think of Jeff Brom, they figure, oh, yeah, they're a big offensive team, him being an offensive guy. But they're top 30 against the run, top 30 against the pass. They're 14th in total defense. Have you scouted them much, and what are they doing to get after
I'm
it so
going
much
back
on
to work.
defense?
Thanks, Rich. Goodness gracious. Don't read that stuff off anymore. What was the question?
What are they doing so well on defense?
Everything. What they do really well, they do stop the run well. They have a good stop rate against the run. Very similar to how our defense has been built this year. You stop the run, you get to have some fun, as they say. Well, they get after the quarterback really well. They have a really good edge rusher who's causing a lot of problems. But as a unit, they pressure the QB well, and they blitz more than some others do. And so they stop the run. They harass the quarterback. That creates a lot of challenges.
And then offensively, we don't know for sure about their running back Isaac Brown, but the unrelated Kewan Brown, he looks just as dangerous, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, Isaac Brown's the best back in our league, arguably in the country. I mean, he's really good. And we got to see that up close and personal last year a little bit at times. And who knows if he'll be available or not. I know he's banged up. But the other two, they have are really good players. And then they got Chris Bell, who's a first-round draft pick at receiver. So they got some real problems over there. And
their quarterback, Miller Moss, been really effective transferring in this year, hasn't he?
He has. I remember recruiting Miller out of high school, he did a really good job at USC. Obviously has come in. Coach Brom always does a good job. I mean, that's the thing about their offense. They keep it so balanced. They can run it. They can throw it. They give you a lot of different looks. It's a challenge. It's a complete team. And that's why they're obviously in the hunt, just like we are.
Complete, so much so that they have one of the best punt returners too. Colin Lacey, 23.4 average. That's almost unheard of. 2 touchdowns is almost unheard of these days.
Yeah, we've had a couple guys this year. When we played both Baylor and Miami, it's like, please don't kick it to him. And we've done really good every time but one, and he almost returned it. So, same deal with Lacey. And Lacey's not only a weapon on a punt returner, he's another one of those offensive weapons. But yeah, I mean, You've seen it before with Roderick Daniels and even Ymir Knight this year. A big punt return, whether it scores or not, can really change the momentum of a game.
It's next Saturday. We don't know the start time yet. We'll find that out, I guess, Sunday. But they're a top 25 team, and once again, we're going to see one of the biggest games ever at Ford Stadium. This is becoming a habit for us, isn't it?
It's a good habit.
It is.
And I mean, it's a habit that will continue in terms of those opportunities down the road. But I think what our fans did, man, for that Miami game was incredible. I hope everyone felt and saw the impact they had on the game. And it's going to be the same thing. It doesn't matter if we kick at 11, 2:30, 6:30. I mean, it would be nice to get a night game. We haven't really had any of those this year. But, man, Ford Stadium, again, I know how hard it was for us last year. So when we went on the road there, we got the lead, right? And then they came back, and they tied it at 27, I believe it was, in the fourth quarter. And really, in the third quarter, they started making a run a little bit. And as they started making a run, you could feel and hear their crowd. And in the fourth quarter, they tied it. Like, that is a challenge for the opponent. We were able to overcome it. So we need that kind of advantage next Saturday, which we've had. And I think that's why we've been winning a lot at home, because our home crowd's been so good.
We know the fans left their mark on the stadium last game. Are the new goalposts up?
It wasn't as of yesterday or today when I looked, but I'm told it will be in time. So if not, I guess we'll just go for 2 on that end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, be like Pulaski Academy all over, huh?
There you go. Sorry, Jeff. It's a home field advantage. You can't kick on that side.
All right. Well, hey, I can't wait for it. Bye week. I know your team needs you got to have the bye week for your players, right?
Yeah, we really need it.
That was a thin group you had by the end Saturday.
We kind of knew the last few weeks. I mean, from really, from Wake when we didn't have Cam Robertson, and then guys fell out a lot in that game, and then even Miami, and then obviously last week. I mean, it came at a good time. We had a 6-game stretch. It's the first time in 40 years we've had a 6-game stretch of Power 4 football like that. And to go 5-1 in that stretch, we wanted to be 6-0. But I'm proud of our guys, because so many different guys had to keep stepping up when guys would be out. And now we won't know till next week, but it looks like all the guys like Brandon, who was sitting up here, and Kevin, and who've been playing banged up, it gives them a full week to really rest, recharge, restore, recover. We're doing all we can to make sure that happens. And then the guys like both our starting corners from last week, and Isaiah Wacobia and Cam Robertson, and our running backs, I think we're on track to have a lot of guys back available next week that haven't been recently, and obviously trying to make a stretch run, that's a big deal.
Kevin doesn't need time to heal up. He'll play anyway.
He will play anyway. But if we can give him another week, that'll bode well for the good guys.
All right. Well, it'll be next Saturday. Again, probably on Sunday, we'll find out the kick time for the home finale at Ford. If you don't have tickets yet, shame on you. 214 SMU Game or SMUMustangs.com. Thanks to Brandon Miyazano joining us here, Coach.
I want to make a plea to our students, by the way, because I know that's the Saturday before Thanksgiving week. Okay? It's not Thanksgiving, which is a challenge in of itself. It's Saturday before Thanksgiving. Fly home Sunday. Fly home Sunday, because the difference that our fans and our students make is huge. And it's senior day. It's senior day for guys like Isaiah Wacobia and Ahmad Moses and R.J. Maryland and Jordan Hudson, and I can go on and on and on. And those guys have really raised the bar for football at SMU, and we want to send them out the right way.
Let's do it. All right, next Saturday we will do it. Coach, thanks for being here tonight. Thanks.
Appreciate
Great
you.
crowd here tonight. We appreciate having every one of you here at Ozona Grill and Bar. We'll see you next time on Mustangs Mic'd Up.
You've been listening to Mustangs Mic'd Up, presented by the SMU Cox School of Business. Your inside look at all things SMU athletics. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Mustangs Sports Network.